Yeah, I was going to say, when are we going to record?
Record and rolling.
Oh, you're rolling, okay. My name's Wyatt. I work in medicine. I work at the hospital. My hobbies are, I like to go shooting and I like to read a lot. I think it's important to read. I am not Greek, I'm not Russian, I'm an American, and I'm an Orthodox Christian. I learned about Orthodoxy from a couple of friends that I knew on the internet. To be an Orthodox Christian to me is to constantly strive for betterness. It means to constantly improve yourself and make yourself more holy. My favorite part about being Orthodox is the community. There's so many great people here. There's so many people that you can really get to know and get to laugh with and grow spiritually as well. The biggest challenge that has beset me with becoming Orthodox is really just patience. Patience is the biggest thing, and not patience with other people, patience with myself. Living so far away from an Orthodox church really was quite difficult, especially with an environment that wasn't really friendly to Orthodoxy. But through a lot of prayer and a lot of being alone with God, I found the strength to force myself to become closer to Him and closer to the Lord's house. And it's really important to me that that has been the case. What led me to seek out Orthodox Christianity in the first place was trying to become closer to eternal truth, the eternity of creation. And in my experience, not really any other religion has really given me that sense of being the full wholeness of the truth of the universe. And that's the biggest thing that has led me to Orthodoxy. My journey to Orthodoxy included a lot of heartbreak, and it included a lot of stopping and starting, especially as I went fully towards the church. I had an inclination to Christianity for a decent while, and I initially was an atheist when I started getting into Christianity. I started with Lutheranism. After that, I moved away from Christianity, and then I came back with the Orthodox Church. Orthodoxy is different in the sense that I thought that it was going to be more like other kinds of Christianity. I did not have very high expectations of Orthodoxy when I first started, but through a lot of interacting with the people in three hierarchs, I got to really understand that that was not the case, that I was really participating in something that had living, breathing soul. My preconceived notions about Orthodoxy were really just that, funnily enough, they were just kind of Catholics with funny hats. And just the term Orthodox really struck me as something that was very, kind of ancient, very old, very rustic, very kind of authoritative, smack your wrist, don't do that, something a little bit more harsh. And the reality of the church is pretty much the exact opposite. Not that the church has not a firm grasp on morality, but rather that the church is a hospital for the sinners and not a museum of saints. That you can be the worst person, you can be the worst in the world, and you can still become better. You can still admit that you are wrong and still be brought further into holiness. One of the biggest misconceptions that I run into is that you are somehow hateful, or that you're somehow racialized, because we have Russian Orthodox, Greek Orthodox, Antiochian Orthodox, and people assume that that's kind of just for these groups of people, when in reality, the Orthodox Church, no matter what it's called, is Christ's church on earth. It's the church. It is the Holy Catholic and Apostolic Church, and it is for everyone in the world. And there's nothing to separate us. No matter what we call ourselves, we are still one in the Christ.